Hey, what's up guys and welcome back to Anime King 2. And today I'm going to be giving you guys part 36 of Naruto, the god of shinobi. Remember to get this one to 100 like as usual, share this to all of your friends on your social media platform, and also go ahead and check out Uchiha Naruto the Sage. I post a new episode of that, so go and enjoy. And also go ahead and check out Anime King, my main channel. And if you enjoy those 500 lovely what ifs over there, go on ahead and click that red subscribe button and be a part of my main channel. And tonight I'm going to be posting what if Naruto was taken by the Raikage, and also what if Naruto went missing for 4 years. So stay in tune for all of those lovely what ifs coming your way. And if you're new to Anime King 2 and this is the first time you hear my voice, what are you waiting for guys? Go ahead and click that red subscribe button and be a part of the channel. And thank you for all of your help and your support, and also comment down below and tell me if you're new. I'll be replying and talking back to all of you. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. So the last part left off, somehow Hinata found out that Naruto and Neji was working together as she confronted Neji. With Naruto, him, Fuka, Mikato and Kushina went on a boat as they went to the Uzumaki Island. As they entered the island to see a group of envoys sent by Danzo, Kabuto was also there as they didn't know, as all of them were searching for a special scroll that was left at the island. So yeah, that was basically last what we left off. You guys can switch across the playlist and check it out for yourself. So let's start this new episode. Naruto's group finished killing off all of the envoys as Mito sliced off the last envoy's neck with a kunai as she was pissed. How did Danzo know that jutsu? As Danzo know the jutsu to shut off all the whirlpools. So he entered the island and he did it and sent his envoys here to find the scroll. Only a Uzumaki know the right seals and the chakra that needed to do so. So how does he know? Mito cursed. Why did you kill him? Asked Kushina. He was useless, answered Mito as she closed her eyes. I am sure that Danzo wouldn't have given him anything else than what he needed to know. Kushina calmed down when she heard that. That was true, as the envoys didn't have any idea what to look for, just to find a scroll that they were ordered to do. Mito then snapped back open her eyes. What is it? Asked Fuka after seeing a look on Mito's face. Someone else is here, said Mito as she rushed off to the middle of the island as the rest of them followed behind her. Meanwhile, Kabuto started to laugh out loud as he gazed at the wall in front of him as he ran through a set of hand signs. Kai, he said as he finished the hand sign, as the wall in front of him opened up and he entered with a smile on his face. As Kabuto walked in and in the middle of the room, there was one scroll. As Kabuto smiled as he picked up the scroll. Yes, this is it, he said, as he started to chuckle darkly. As Kabuto then pocketed the scroll. As he turned around, it seems like someone else found this place, as a snake was at his side as the snake hissed. So, it's Naruto, said Kabuto. Well, I am not ready to face him just yet, so I should take my leave. After a while, Mito and the others arrived at the empty room that was lit by candles. Damn it, Mito cursed. We're too late. Naruto frowned as he looked around as he smelled the air. It smelled like snakes. Damn, Kabuto, Naruto thought. He was here. Damn it, said Mito, I should have checked to make sure that we were the only one here when we first arrived. Mito, said Naruto, causing Mito to look at him. Just what kind of Fuinjutsu is in that scroll? Before Mito could answer, White Zetsu popped out of the ground, a smile on his face. You, said Mito. Finally found you, said White Zetsu with a chuckle. You're not the original White Zetsu, are you? Asked Kushina. White Zetsu chuckled. You got me. No, I am one of the clones. So, what are you doing here? Asked Mito. We have a problem, answered White Zetsu. Back with Kabuto, he was now the happiest man on the earth, as he has finally obtained something that Orochimaru wanted and couldn't have. but he found it as he was on his boat heading back to the shores. Finally, and with this scroll, I will rule this place. Uzumaki Naruto, you will not stand against me, Kabuto said a smirk. Back with Naruto. The problem was Hinata, as the group just learned that she confronted Neji, that she knew that he's a traitor and on Naruto's side, and she demanded that she was taken to Naruto. And if Neji didn't comply, she will tell Tsunade that Neji was a traitor, and that will be a greater problem. As Naruto rubbed his forehead, this was a future problem. Neji is a major source in this plan for sabotage. And now, that girl. Damn it. It seems like I will have to return to Konoha again, said Naruto. But that's dangerous, said Kushina. From what you did to the village, reconstruction is most likely taking place. Not to mention, their security is probably more tight, as they are wondering if you're coming back to finish the job. I know that, but it can't be helped. We cannot have our plans interfered with by a stupid girl. Naruto is right, said Mito. Dealing with this as soon as possible, before it comes even a bigger problem, is the best way. Kushina sighed, but she nodded. How are we going to do this then? Asked Fuka, speaking for the first time since White Zetsu arrived. I am going to be returning to Konoha alone, said Naruto. The chances of me being caught are decreased by me going alone. It will be very annoying for Konoha to interfere right now. Mito nodded, as she agreed as well. Yes, that is the best move. Then what are we going to do? Asked Kushina. We're going to join with Obito. Naruto then looked up at the ceiling as he narrowed his eyes. What is it? Asked Mito. We have company, said Naruto, as all of them went outside. So, it's Kiri, as both Yagura and Mei were coming on the island, as they were a distance away on a ship. Yagura then pointed, as Kushina was wearing the Akatsuki robe. She's on our side, he said to me, as a vortex then opened up, as Toby walked out. He's on our side as well, said Yagura, as Mei motioned for her shinobi to stand down for the moment. When the ship came to shore, Naruto simply walked past Mei and her ship as he went to the ship that he took to came here. As she looked at the silver-haired man. Who is he? She asked Yagura. That is Uzumaki Naruto. Mei's eyes widened. That's Uzumaki Naruto? So, you're here. That means you accepted our plans, said Mikato. So let's get down to business, she said, looking at Mei with a smile. With Naruto on the ship, as he wondered what should he do. Should he just kill her? Well, he will think of something soon, as he was on the ship. Back at Konoha, Neji sighed as he was leaning on a tree trunk, as he was trying to come up with a solution to their new problem. So, Hinata was the one spying on him and Anko 2 nights ago when he heard something in the bushes. As Neji cursed himself, he should have checked the bushes after Anko threw that kunai, and now she knew everything. As he was surprised at Hinata, her personality has completely changed. She's no longer the shy girl, as Neji knew about her obsession with Naruto, but he never knew that she would take it this far. But the only thing he could do right now is just wait for Naruto. Back with Naruto, he was moving at his fastest speed as he was hopping from tree to tree, as Kurama was currently looking around in the mindscape as he narrowed his eyes to one of the tunnels. As the Jubi was here, but Naruto had kept the Jubi at a secure location, but it was not revived at its fullest, because Naruto got a piece of chakra from each Biju, and all of them are needed to bring it back to its fullest. Inside of Naruto's deeper mindscape, Dark Naruto was still there, as he was currently looking at the Jubi. Who are you? The Jubi said, as he looked at him with his one eye. Well, you know who I am, but I'm going to tell you to humor you, I am all the dark essence of Uzumaki Naruto that has been brought to life. And here I thought that you and he became one, said the Jubi. Dark Naruto frowned at that, as he wondered how did the Jubi knew about that. Yes, we are, but currently you are in one of the deeper levels of Naruto's mind. And some of my essence still roam here. And imagine my surprise when I felt something even more sinister than me, said Dark Naruto with a grin. You come in here and talk. I am sure that this is more than a visit. So tell me what you want before I lose my patience, Jubi said. Well, nothing more than to show you that there are better candidates for your power, said Dark Naruto as he disappeared. Jubi simply looked at the spot where Dark Naruto had been before as he chuckled to himself. Back with Naruto, he looked down at the village from the Hokage monument as a smirk was on his face. As Naruto's eyes has changed, he was now wielding a Mangeto Sharingan. It was like Itachi, but it had 4 blades. Seeing that Naruto had the Sharingan, but the Kyuubi was the one responsible for giving him the Rinnegan. Naruto has the Mangeto Sharingan, but he just never used them. But he is using it now because it increases teleportation jutsu at a faster rate. For example, without the Mangeto Sharingan, Naruto could teleport from here to Konoha's gate, but with the Mangeto Sharingan, he could teleport from Konoha right to the Sand Village within seconds. As Naruto still couldn't overuse the Mangeto because Kurama told him that he doesn't possess the eternal Mangeto Sharingan, and if he uses it too much it will affect his eyes. And the other thing is, why Naruto is smiling? Because the state of the village, it was destroyed. In a destroyed state as people were living in tents. But he knows he has business to deal with, as he then disappeared in a dark flash as he headed to where Hinata will be. A few seconds later, Naruto appeared to the old training ground 7. Naruto then jumped on a tree when he heard familiar voices. As he looked down to see Sakura, Hinata and Tenten, as Ino was sitting down on one of the posts, crying. Come on, Ino, said Tenten with a smile. You shouldn't cry too much. I am sure your father wouldn't like to see you like this, said Tenten. At that, Ino started to cry even more as Tenten looked down at her failure. As Naruto looked down at this with amusement, Tenten, one of the less annoying girls I've met. Guys, help me here, pleaded Tenten as she turned towards Sakura and Hinata. Sakura sighed as she walked over to Ino and rubbed her back. Ino, it's not gonna do anyone any good if you continue to cry. Come on, I'll take you home. Ino didn't respond as she let Sakura guide her to where her temporary home was. Sakura then glanced back at both Hinata and Tenten. I'll see you guys later, okay? Tenten nodded, but Hinata stayed silent. Poor Ino, muttered Tenten. Hinata did sigh at that, but she didn't say anything. Are you okay? Tenten asked as she walked up to Hinata. Hinata nodded. Yes, there is just too many things happening with the Hyuga clan, that's all. Tenten nodded. Well, I have to go. I have things to take care of. As Hinata simply nodded, as she walked off and Hinata waved her off. This is my chance, thought Naruto as Tenten left. You know, kid, you still don't tell me what you're planning on doing, said Kurama. Naruto simply jumped down from the tree as he didn't answer the Biju. Hearing someone lying behind her, Hinata turned around as she saw someone she didn't recognize. Can I help you? Asked Hinata. Naruto stopped in front of her and smirked. My, you don't even recognize me anymore. And here I thought that you loved me, said Naruto. As soon as she heard the voice, Hinata's eyes widened as she recognized it immediately, as she focused on the whiskers. Naruto? As Naruto smirked, the one and only. Hinata could only stare at him in shock. Neji told her that it would be a while before Naruto will contact him, but he was here. And his appearance, what happened to him? And did she hear him correctly? Did Naruto say that she loved him? How did he know that? Now, said Naruto, from what I hear, It seems like you want to join me. Hinata came out of her shock as she nodded. Oi, do you really plan on having her join you? Said Kurama. Hell no, Naruto answered. It would be too risky. But I do have other ways of making use of the situation. Then what are you going to do? Just watch, said Naruto, as he walked towards Hinata. As Naruto placed his right arm on her left cheek, making her melt. Don't faint, she thought to herself, as her dream was becoming a reality. If you want to join me, then you will have to prove yourself, Naruto said, as he rubbed her cheek. What do you need me to do? She asked, stuttering a bit. Naruto smirked as he leaned in and whispered in her ear, what you need to do to prove yourself is to kill the clan head of the Hyuga clan. Hinata went mindless for a moment. Did she just heard correctly? Or was there something wrong with her hearing? Naruto, her lifetime love, has just asked her to kill her own father to join him. Now, how could she respond to that? What could she do? The person who was just a father entitled to her, or the love of her life? Naruto for his part was chuckling. Did it really matter if she killed her father or not? No, but Konoha would be in this stain if the major head of one of the clans died right now. But if Hinata didn't succeed, she would be branded as a traitor, and many outcomes will come from that. And there was also she being interrogated and the information removed from her mind, compromising Neji and Anko. But Naruto would simply kill her if it came to that. As Naruto started rubbing Hinata's cheek again, causing her to come out of her thoughts as she blushed. Is it really that hard to choose? Asked Naruto softly. I thought that you loved me. Hinata's eyes widened when she heard that, but she spoke, I do love you. Then why are you taking so long to decide? He asked as he was still rubbing Hinata's cheek. If you really do love me and want to be with me, then do what I say, he finished. Is this the only way? She asked in a timid voice. As Naruto nodded, yes it is, he answered. What I am doing is dangerous, and for me to bring you along, I need to know that I can trust you. As in his mind, Naruto was chuckling, along with the Kyuubi, as he saw Naruto's plan. I have to do it, thought Hinata to herself. If I do it, I can be with Naruto. That was all that she cared about. After her mother died, Hinata's life turned for the worse. Her own father seemed like he didn't care if she lived or died. All that he cared about was her younger sister, Hanabi. I'll do it, Hinata said. Naruto smiled as internally he was laughing. No for insurance so she doesn't back out, he thought, as Naruto gave her a kiss, as Hinata was blushing red. Back with Mikato, she looked down from the Raikage's building to see the fully prepared army. The army was ready for action, and that was a good thing. Now all Mikato had to do was to wait for Sasuke and his team to make it here. Yo, said a voice, as Mikato turned around to see a dark-skinned man wearing a usual Kumo Jonin attire, as he was a few feet away with his hands in his pockets as he had a sword strapped on his back. What? Asked Mikato. I am here by the Raikage's order. I am his right-hand man, Darui, and I am supposed to be leading this army. As Mikato's right eyebrow twitched, this guy, she thought, as he had the same attitude as a Nara. Back with Tsunade, she looked down as she was rubbing her temples with the amount of paperwork to which building to build back first, the construction, everything, as she was currently in her temporary office while everything was being rebuilt, as she drank another glass of sake. But Tsunade could not concentrate on the paperwork. As for one thing, her grandmother was alive. But her grandmother wasn't the only problem. Kushina was another. Just how was she alive as well? As this time she picked up the bottle of steak without throwing it in any cup and just drank straight from the bottle. But it must be Naruto. He was responsible for her grandmother and Kushina being alive, but she had no idea just how he did it. As Naruto was also her main source of problem, as she had no idea how to deal with it, as she was tired, not physically but mentally, and she no longer had Jiraiya with her. Thinking about her dead teammate, making her think about who killed him, and that lead to Naruto once again. As Tsunade had no clue what should she do anymore. Back with Naruto, Neji could only stare at him in shock. Seriously? Uncle asked as she was there as well. As Naruto just tell them how he was planning on dealing with Hinata's situation. Are you out of your damn mind? Asked Neji with wide eyes. Wow, Uncle whistles like that. A Hyuga screaming and losing his cool. I never seen that before. Naruto sighed at Neji's freaked out look. It is not as bad as it look. Neji shook his head. You're right, it's worse. You're planning on having Hinata kill the head of the Hyuga clan. And if you've forgotten, the said clan head is her father. You're right, said Naruto. It does sound stupid if you put it that way. But you also forgot one important fact. Neji raised the eyebrow. What is that, he asked, as Anko answered, the girl obsession over him. Naruto nodded, exactly. You should know by now Hinata is in love with me, although I don't get what I did to make her fall in love with me, said Naruto, as he scratched the back of his head, as Anko chuckled. I think it's those whiskers of yours, said Anko with a wink. I see your point, said Neji, as he went silent for a moment, as Anko then looked at Naruto. By the way, what happened to you? If it wasn't for your voice or your whiskers, I wouldn't have recognized you. Yes, I would like to know that as well, said Neji, as Naruto shook his head. I don't have time to tell you guys that at the moment, but I will tell you at a later date. The show is about to start, Naruto said, as he looked up at the sky, as night was taking place. Anko then jumped off a tree as she walked up to Naruto and put her arms around him. You know, we haven't spent any time together. Rumor has it that you were acquainted with Fu. Oh, said Naruto, while glancing at Neji, who shook his head, like to say, don't look at me, I didn't tell her anything. And what do you want to do about it, Naruto said, turning his attention to Anko, as Anko smiled. What do you think I want to do about it, she asked in a sultry voice. As Neji rolled his eyes, for the love of God, get a room you two, or better yet, we still have to see if Hinata will go through with the plan. Don't spoil the moment, Hyuga, said Anko. Neji's right, said Naruto, as he came at Anko's ears as he whispered. Afterwards though, as Anko smiled, now come on, let's see how this turns out. As Naruto wrapped his arm around Anko's waist, as Neji placed a hand on his shoulder, and they vanished in a black flash. But guys, I'm going to be ending this episode right here. If you want to see the next part of this, you already know what to do. Like, subscribe, comment down below, and turn on that bell notification to stay posted. And remember to go ahead and check out Uchiha Naruto, the sage on this channel. And also go ahead and check out Anime King. And if this is the first time you're hearing about my main channel, switch across and enjoy all the lovely what ifs over there. About 600 of them. And if you do, click that red subscribe button and become part of the channel. And thank you for all of your help and your support. And I'm going to be posting what if Naruto went missing for 4 years. And also what if Naruto was taken by the right Hage. But for now, I'm out of here guys. Peace.